Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch. So this is the type of watch I love to present. Not necessarily RM, although I like them well enough, but a watch that has a great story to tell. There's a lot going on here, and everything about this watch appeals to the sort of techie interest of a high-end watch collector. You don't just want something that's an article of fashion. You want something that is an engineered product for the wrist, and boy is this. This is the Richard Mille RM65-01 FQ. So this is a version of the watch that was launched in 2023 with thin ply technology. So we have a quartz fiber composite case in gray. The original RM65 was launched in 2020. This was a 2023 upgrade of the case from the original metal to a TPT fabrication. And so the example you see here was sold in 2023, just to try to reconstruct as much of its history as we can. The watch is freakishly light, but it's also incredibly hard and almost indelible. More on the material in a moment. Let's go over the basic dimensions. So I measure the case from side to side, not including crowns, none of that, just 43.3, 16.2 millimeters thick, and then from lug to lug, it's 50 millimeters on the nose. It is very, very light because of that quartz fiber composite. It also has a cambered case back. One of the great things about RM watches is short of precious metal, they're all pretty light, and ergonomically, they're all outstanding. So even though this is a big watch, note the lugs actually don't project beyond the edge of my wrist. So surprisingly, this will work on a wrist as small as 15, maybe even 14 centimeters circumference. Now it's thick, there's no getting around that, but it's very light, very comfortable, and it's always important, in addition to the size of the watch on the wrist, this is something new that I'm advocating. Step back a little bit, because the watch in relation to the size of the arm and the size of the man is also important. So I'm not a small guy, I'm 6'1", I've just got a skinny wrist, and the more you see of my arm and the size of my hand, I have giant meat hook hands, the more the watch looks right. So if you're skeptical about this wearing on a small wrist, just ask, how big is your arm? How big are your hands? How big are you? Because the watch does wear in context, and that context is broader than the wrist circumference. So about this strap, really nice match to the case. It's a super saturated, almost ultramarine, somewhere between purple and cobalt. If you're familiar with Audi Nogaro blue, it's sort of that blue. You can see that there are vents built in, so it's going to vent the wrist on a hot day on the underside. Much appreciated. A very, very comfortable RM factory strap. Now you've got a buckle that's RM on a clasp that's GNF Chatelain. So you have a titanium leaf spring here, and what this does is it actually frees you from requiring any kind of trigger actuated system to keep it closed. So you don't need the lock of a trigger or a clamshell, because the action of the leaf spring, once you start it, it is relentless. It will keep this thing on your wrist no matter how violent the activity. The buckle is custom. You can see it is a titanium buckle with a little bit of media blast, some satin brushing, and you can see that it features little recesses in profile, kind of like the case, but also that it uses RM's distinctive spline screws. The buckle is held to the strap using a screw, which is very secure, and then you can see that the strap is held to the case likewise using screws. So all of this is going to stay put. I don't like spring bars. I think disasters happen with spring bars, so this is the right way to go. Cool. Oh, you better believe it. Look at what we got here. We got titanium metal hardware. We've got carbon fiber shoulders for some of these subsidiary crowns, and then we've got this TPT case. Now you can see it looks a little bit like carbon fiber, but the primary fibers here are quartz, and quartz fiber is incredibly hard. You can't scratch this thing with a razor, you can't scratch it with keys. So it's a little bit like ceramic in that regard, but unlike ceramic, it's a composite, so it's a combination of resin and fibers, meaning it can't shatter straight through or fracture. So it has basically everything going for it. The TPT stuff is freakishly light, it won't corrode or discolor, it won't shatter, and it won't scratch. Now you've got the distinctive RM spline screws here, and then you've got a lot going on in profile. So let's just go bit by bit and explain what everything is. So this is your chronograph start-stop. This is your chronograph split seconds trigger, because it is a rattrapante. And then this is your reset trigger for all the registers on the dial. We'll start that back up again. And so not only is it a rattrapante, it is also a unique push-button winder. So you can wind the watch using the crown. It's a multifunction crown, but then you can also wind it by pressing this button on the side, and this winds it quite quickly. Now you can wind it using the crown. You just got to keep in mind this crown doesn't pull out. It's a push button. So let's say I want to wind. Well, I'm in the right position. See, wind, and then I push again. And now in this position, I can move the date, just like that. And so in this position, I can now set the time. So you have winding, date, and hour. And so that's how it works. And you'll note that when it is in hour mode, it activates stop seconds. So it has hacking when it is in hour mode. So let's just get back into winding, and now everything starts up again. Now taking a look, there's a lot going on this dial. Let's do a quick loom shot so you can see the watch in the dark. It is pretty well loomed. And then, by the way, this is a watch that is 50 meters water resistant, so let's just throw that in there. We have these rubber sheaths in two different colors, yellow and blue, on the crown. And you can see again, we have titanium with a combination of polish and satin finish. So even those tiny pieces are detailed. There's a carbon fiber flange on the inside that bears both the tachymetric scale, which can be used with the chronograph to gauge speed, and that also holds the luminescent indices. Then we've got the primary sapphire over the dial, which is cambered to match the case. And then there's another sapphire underneath on which the scales as well as the printed numerals are placed. We have a movement that is customized for the watch. It is based on a Vaucher Seed VM-6710, which is a base caliber that came out in 2018. RM has a long-standing relationship with Vaucher. You can see that the chronograph hands here feature unique matte finish, and that we have a combination of matte and polish for the primary hands. Taking a look at the case back, now there's a lot going on here. So the movement is highly customized. It's in grade 5 titanium and partially skeletonized. It has unique finish, including media blast and satination. It is a 5-position adjustment, which is an elite level of adjustment that you'll also see on chronometers. RM65 is what they call this customized version of the Vaucher. It's a 5 hertz beat rate and a 60-hour automatic winding power reserve. So 5 hertz is 10 beats per second, is 36,000 vibrations per hour like an El Primero. The column wheel is very crisp, and it's important to note that the watch has 2 of them because it's a split second. And then you can see it's a vertical clutch, which means there's no extraneous jump or stagger to the chronograph seconds hand when you start it up. So if you want the other advantage to a vertical clutch, in addition to being seamless in its engagement, it will not cause additional wear and tear on the watch. So you can basically just leave it running with no hazard to the watch. If you like to have your running seconds at center, you can just leave your chrono running. Now, an interesting feature is the use of this variable geometry rotor, so you can actually move masses in and out, which changes the polar moment or the turning force. So depending on your level of activity, your RM watchmaker can create a more vigorous winding, so very little motion is necessary to start the rotor spinning. Or if you're super active, if you're sedentary, make it active, and if you're active, make it very non-responsive with little polar moment or turning force to preserve the winding system. 51 joules, so it's a very complex movement. You can also see it's free sprung with a full balance bridge to make it more shock tolerant. And then there are many different degrees of depth and focal plane and finish going on here. And you can actually see that this inner canister is made of titanium. That's what titanium means there. This is TPT, and then the canister that holds the movement is made of titanium. That's how it achieves its water resistance. There is a lot to love about this watch, almost too much to explain in a single video. But for what you pay, you deserve an exhaustive rundown of this watch. So if there's anything else you would like to know about this watch, reach out to me, Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions.